In what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms of conventions found in real media products? Whilst creating my trailer, I had to take into consideration the conventions found in real media products, such as Paranormal Activity 4 and Insidious 2. I have used, developed, and challenged typical conventions of supernatural horror films. My film is quite conventional in terms of narrative. It follows the conventions found in Todorov's theory and in real media products. I've started the trailer off in an equilibrium, which is conventional of a trailer in this type of genre. The way in which I've shown the equilibrium in this trailer is through the happy birthday wishes and the piano in the background. An example of a trailer which follows such patterns can be seen in the Insidious 2 trailer, whereby the music starts off happy and then changes key, signalling the start of the disequilibrium. The disequilibrium stage of my trailer runs throughout after the equilibrium. I decided not to use a montage because I believe my clips did not allow me to do so. Therefore, I have challenged the use of a montage because I have not included it. The third stage of Todorov's theory of narrative is recognition. My trailer has a conventional form of recognition within. When the main character answers the door to find the possessed child waiting, it shows the audience that the actor has recognized his presence, meaning that I have followed conventions found in real media products, such as the structure in Insidious 2, when the wife is left alone downstairs and the haunting happens. Within the genre I am working in, it is common to not include the resolution stage of Todorov's narrative. I have followed this convention by not including the resolution stage of Todorov's narrative to my trailer. Throughout my trailer, I have used elements of Rick Altman's theory of semantic and syntactic elements. Throughout my textual analysis, I have found that supernatural horrors are normally family/friends haunting for people doing wrong. An example of this can be seen in the Insidious 2 trailer or the Paranormal Activity 1 trailer. Therefore, I chose to film in my house, which made the trailer more effective because it removes the idea of safety. By using this location, I have followed conventions that connote the idea of not being safe in any environment. It's the removal of the comfort blanket normally associated with trailers. For example, the Hostel trailer had this torture-like warehouse, whereas it would lose the scary effect if it was a door-to-door type torturing. Insidious 2 and Paranormal Activity 4 are two trailers that adopt this idea. The use of this type of syntactic element was a common way of setting the exposition for the rest of the trailer. Semantic elements I have used to connote ideas of the supernatural genre are seen on the protagonist in this film. He has black eyes. This removes the identity of the spirit and therefore reflects the idea of a demonic possession. The use of this technique is conventional in most supernatural movie trailers. A perfect example of this can be seen in the Insidious 2 poster, whereby the woman is screaming on the couch with her eyes and face blacked out. Therefore, I follow conventions found in real media products. In addition to the eyes being a semantic element, the mise-en-scène is also relevant in regard to translating genre. Institutional conventions found in this trailer are in the form of a green screen at the start of the trailer and the billing block at the end. I've decided to follow conventions of institutional information as I feel it is beneficial for the audience to know the actors and distribution companies involved in the creation process of this trailer. The production company for my trailer is New Line Cinema, whereas the distribution company is Alliance Films. Institution information is in almost every trailer, which is why I decided to follow the conventions found in real media products, such as Insidious 2. Conventionally, in supernatural horror films, authority is represented as weak, and is almost always undermined by the acts committed by the protagonist. The authority figures in my film are the father and the mother. The father leaves the house before the haunting, which is conventional of supernatural movies, since it removes the figure of authority out of the question. A quick example of this can be seen in the Insidious 2 trailer, whereby the husband reassures the mother that everything is fine. Therefore, I've used the convention of authority being represented as weak or non-existent in my trailer. Another representation I had found through the textual analysis of Insidious 2 was the representation of a child being vulnerable and innocent. In my trailer, I have used a representation of a young boy being vulnerable, but also juxtaposed it with him being in the position of power once he is possessed, meaning I have followed conventions of authority being non-existent. The mother screaming at the end of the trailer shows that the nurturing woman is still just as vulnerable as a scared teenager. The story itself is about a family haunting, so the location set for the filming has been done in my house. which I think adds value to the story and follows conventions found in similar media products. In terms of cinematography, my trailer has a variety of different shot types. At the beginning of the trailer, it is filmed with a handheld camera and is more like a home video than a cutting from a movie. The authenticity of this shot adds value to the trailer, as it sets the scene quite well. An example of a trailer that has added value through the use of handheld shots can be seen in the Paranormal Activity 4 trailer. I have used a pan shot to show the scene of my house. Panning and movement is quite stereotypical of trailers in this genre, and I feel I have used them effectively and followed the conventions of camera movers found in real media products. An example of a panning shot can be seen in the Insidious 2 trailer. There is also a tilt shot at the start of my trailer, which sets the scene for the disequilibrium quite well. The typography in my trailer is the same as in my poster and website. The font used was Horror Sketch, and the repetition of this font shows continuity throughout my cross-media package. Captions are quite conventional in trailers, and I believe I follow these conventions by adding captions that give away important narrative. The language used in my captions creates enigma. For example, the caption, "He thought it was safe." Captions that create enigmatic codes are conventional, and once again I have followed these conventions. An example of a real media product that contains captions can be seen in the Hostel 2 media package. The editing conventions found in this trailer are similar to ones found in real media products. I have used cuts, dissolves, and fade outs in my package. This allows the trailer to have some flow to it, and it's not just consisting of constant cutting to the next clip. The trailer itself is non-linear, however many supernatural trailers contain a montage of shots. I've challenged the use of a montage in my trailer as I feel it didn't translate the story across well. Instead of a montage, I translated the story through sound and caption conventions. I used dialogue to explain the death of the boy. This was done through narration over the image of the boy. In addition to this, I had a soundtrack, which changed from varying from the stages of disequilibrium and equilibrium. The use of music in this way is conventional of trailers I've analysed, such as Insidious 2.